I'm going to be breaking down the entirety of the UFC Abu Dhabi Whittaker versus De Ridder card from the first fight of the night all the way to the main event of the evening of Robert Whittaker versus Rainier De Ridder, breaking each fight down in spectacular fashion. We're going to start with the first fight of that night. Martin Buday is taking on Marcus Bruchecha. I don't know how to say his name. Marcus Bruchecha. He's apparently a very good grappler. World-class level grappler. People are speculating that he's going to be, easily a top 15 heavyweight. Let's be honest here. We have 14 as 0-2, or I think maybe 15 is 0-2 and 14 is 0-1, or reverse that. The heavyweight division is cooked right now. But Marcus Bruchecha might breathe new life into it against Martin Buday. Martin Buday is a can, bro. Martin Buday, his last fight, I just said it was a loss. It was a win. It was a unanimous decision win. A horrible fight. He was 40 pounds heavier than his opponent. So it had a massive weight discrepancy in that fight. Martin Buday still couldn't get the finish. Now he's taking on Marcus Bruchecha. I just don't know Marcus Bruchecha. He's making his UFC debut. Apparently he's a very good grappler. I'm going to go with Marcus Bruchecha. Should be an easy fight for him. I don't think Martin Buday is that good. He's a bit of a can, like I said earlier. We continue. Next fight. Muhammad Yahya versus Stephen Nguyen. Nguyen? Nguyen? How do you say that name? Let's Google it, actually. I think I got it. I just looked it up. I think I got it, bro. I think I got it. I think it's... I lost it. I looked it up and I lost it. That's all right. Muhammad Yahya, we're going to start with him. His nickname is the UAE Warrior, and that's where you're staying, buddy, all right? He's 0-2 in the UFC. He was champion at UAE Warriors. Go back. You're their guy. Go back, bro. You're 0-2 in UFC. One of them coming by finish to Cowboy Fernandez. I did just look it up. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I've heard the name, but I couldn't tell you any performance that has been impressive. Well, obviously he's lost, but you know what I mean. He's taking on Stephen Nguyen. Stephen Nguyen coming off of a 1.5 year layoff. Coming off of a loss. I just don't have anything to say here. I just don't. Next. This one matters. This one I know. Ibo Aslan taking on Billy Elakana. Elakana? I don't know how to say it. Ibo Aslan, I think he just lost his last fight. It was his first loss, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it was his second loss. It was his second loss in his last fight. He lost to Iwan Kutlaba. He kind of got fraud checked. Before that, he was a big knockout guy. Lots of power in him. Everyone was predicting that fight was going to be an early knockout for Ibo Aslan, and he ended up getting tapped up by Iwan Kutlaba. Now, he's taking on Billy Elakana. Billy Elakana, still I don't know how to say it properly. He's coming off of his debut. It was a loss, but it was short notice. It was like a week's notice or something. It was supposed to be, if I remember correctly, it was supposed to be Johnny Walker versus Bogdan Guskov. Johnny Walker got hurt. Billy Elakana fills in. Takes on Bogdan Guskov. Honestly, lackluster performance from Bogdan. I'm a big Bogdan Guskov glazer. That performance was not that good, and I understand. He's going up against a guy who's not as tall as Johnny Walker. I don't know what their styles are, really. Billy kind of got beat up for most of one round and then got finished. I think it was a first-round finish. Could have been an early second one. Anyways, he was finished. He was knocked out. Honestly, had some pretty good resilience, though. I mean, he got hurt pretty bad a few times and stayed in there, so. And he almost got choked out, I believe, at one point as well. Very, very. I think Bogdan Guskov's really good, so that's a good debut performance to put on, even though it was a finish loss. That said, he's going up against another power puncher, Ibo Aslan. We just haven't seen him use his skills, right? I don't know where he excels. I know where Ibo Aslan excels. I don't know where Billy Elakana. Why is he getting so many guys who are like vets, by the way? I mean, loosely a vet. He's on his second fight. Ibo Aslan's on his what? 6th? 4th. Still. 4th. We're going Ibo Aslan, and I don't know if I even gave predictions for the other ones. Bruchecha by submission. Stephen Nguyen by decision. Ibo Aslan by knockout. Next. My wives Ladies. Ladies, you don't gotta fight over me, ladies. Amanda Hebos is taking on Tabitha Ricci. My two wives. It's crazy. Hebos is like, she's decent, but she's when I think WMMA, I think of Amanda Hebos. You know what I mean? It's the high shoulders, throwing 1-2s like that as you run forwards. You know what I mean? Like, she's not a bad fighter. It's just, that's all it is. Really high shoulders on her when she fights. And she ducks in like this. She's got a good stance, actually. Tabitha Ricci, Baby Shark. She's a low-key fun. I think Amanda Hebos throws like spinning shit as well from time to time. Yes, the Luana Pinheiro spinning wheel kick. Then she's on 2-fight loss streak. I mean, who the fuck cares, really? But Tabitha Ricci, she's on a tear. Never mind, she's on a loss. She lost to Yan Xiaonan in November. I don't remember that at all. I didn't even know when was I don't know how long that was scrolled down for. My fault. I don't even know when was the last time that Tabitha Ricci fought. But I just learned it was in November. I mean, neither of these two are becoming champion. They're both like decent, average, like women's, what is it, strawweight? Women's flyweight? Women's strawweight. Average women's strawweight contenders. You know, I don't think, I wouldn't put them either in the top 5 of the division, but we'll see. If one of them can go on a streak, they'll probably get a title shot and lose it terribly. I'm going to go with, I like Amanda Hebos' stand-up a lot more than I like Tabitha Ricci's. I think she's just a bit more like, she pressures. She's a bit of a pressure boxer. Again, high guard, high shoulders, throwing 1-2s like that as she pushes forward. That's a frequent sighting in her fights. Plus, she throws spinning shit. Always love to see spinning shit. We're going Amanda Hebos by finish. Next. By decision. Who am I kidding? By decision. Next. Dawn Blackshear taking on dangerous Davy Grant. Davy Grant, elderly. Really old guy. Taking on Damon Blackshear, power puncher. He's very technical as well. And his grappling is really good. I really like Damon Blackshear. I don't remember what his last fight was, if it was a loss or if it was a win. But I remember watching the tape going into that fight. He's very dominant and controlling on the ground. I don't think I still have the notes on him, but I forget even who the opponent was. Let's check. Let's just check. I think it was the Cody Gibson. Oh, yeah, that fight wasn't... It was like, all right. That fight wasn't great. The Cody Gibson fight for Damon Blackshear, Cody would, like, get on top for a second, and then Blackshear would, like, throw some next, like... Damon Blackshear would throw some next, like... He would just find his way on top. And then he would stay there. And then Cody Durden would try and switch position or go somewhere else. And no matter what he did, Damon Blackshear just seamlessly floated on top every single time. So it was very impressive. I don't think this is going to be a grappling match unless Damon Blackshear takes it there, and he has the power to do so. But I think if I was Damon Blackshear, I would bang with Davy Grant. I worry about his chin. Now, his last fight went to decision. It was mostly stand-up, if I remember, against Ari Kang Taliang, or however you say it, I forget. His chin is good. I mean, either his chin is questionable or Montel Quick has some of the best knockout power we've seen in the sport ever. Did I say Montel Quick? Montel Quick Jackson knocked him out in like 16 seconds. Like, first straight right that was thrown, slept Damon Blackshear, flatlined him. I like Davy Grant. I think he's pretty decent. I'm going to check his record. He's coming off of a win in his last fight. He's not a horrible fighter. Can I be honest with you? I thought he was in PFL. I always mix up Davy Grant and Jake Hadley because they're both like just the average-looking British guy ever. I'm going to go with Damon Blackshear to win this fight. By decision, I think. But don't look past Davy Grant, bro. He's good. We continue. Muslim Salikov taking on Carlos Leal. I was looking at this fight, and I actually started laughing out loud. And I started laughing out loud because of Muslim Salikov, King of Kung Fu, nickname, by the way. How are you 40 years old? I think I made I don't know if I spoke about this in a YouTube video or was it yesterday's video? I forget. I don't know if I spoke about this already. He's 40 years of age, throwing spinning shit and knocking people out with it. His last fight was in Macau, China. He knocked somebody out with a spinning wheel kick at 40 years of age. He's 41 now, but at the time he was 40. How are you spinning wheel kicking somebody at 40? Muslim Salikov, what a G, bro. 21-5. He's taking on Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal, if you can't tell, my fault. If you can't tell, Carlos Leal juiced. He's juicing pretty hard. I will remember Carlos Leal. I will always remember him because he got robbed. Worst robbery I've ever seen by Rinat Fakhretdinov and his UFC debut in Abu Dhabi. This fight can't go to decision. I just remember this fight's at Abu Dhabi as well. This fight cannot go to decision. He will lose. It doesn't matter. They robbed him in Abu Dhabi before against Rinat Fakhretdinov. Now they're sending him back to Abu Dhabi after he knocks out Alex Morono. He's taking on 41-year-old Muslim Salikov. He does have knockout power, but also Alex Morono sucks. Alex Morono's horrible. Muslim Salikov throws spinning shit. He's fun. He's actually fun as fuck to watch for a Russian guy. Master of Kung Fu. King of Kung Fu, rather. I think I'm going to... Dude, low-key. No, surely not, right? I'm going with Carlos Leal to win this fight. Surprise me, Muslim. That sounded really racist. That really sounded quite racist. That's not... All right, bro. 85% of people are going with Leal by knockout. I am inclined to agree with them. Next fight. Bryce Mitchell. Thug Nasty is taking on Said Nurmagomedov. I'm so hyped for this fight. I'm so glad that this is happening. Bryce Mitchell's down in weight. His first time at 135. He's taking on Said Nurmagomedov. Said actually finishes fights. He's not one of these Dagestanis that just lay and pray like a Tagir Ulanbekov. Throw, you know, like they do on TikTok. What's that dude? Kote J on TikTok. Throw up Tagir Ulanbekov's face. I don't know why I did that. 50-50, you know? Said Nurmagomedov, 12 of his fights have gone to decision, and 10 of his fights have been finished. So he's pretty 50-50 on finishing fights. And he's more of a submission guy. Also, he's coming off a loss to Vinicius Oliveira. That fight, he got brutalized. I think he won maybe round one, or he won one round. It was a 29-28. I just don't remember which. I think Vinicius Oliveira's issue is it has to be the gas tank. Because this dude loves aura farming and dropping his hands. He just stands there with his hands dropped. I don't know why he does this. It's so dumb. And then it looks worse on the scorecards. So Said Nurmagomedov is going to win this fight. Bryce Mitchell, his last fight, he lost to Jean Silva by ninja choke. I've recorded this fucking segment so many goddamn times, but I keep saying shit that's going to be cut out. I'm almost just itch my neck as well. He got beat up for a bit in that fight. And then he got finished in the second. He got beat up in the first round. He got finished in the second round by Jean Silva. Before that, he fought Kron Gracie, knocked out, but Kron is horrible. Kron is a terrible, terrible fighter. And his fight before that, he was knocked out, flatline, seizured in the octagon by Josh Emmett. I will always bring this up because that takes a toll on you as a human being. Clearly, if you know what Bryce Mitchell's doing, but also as like a fighter, I mean. So we're going to go with Said Nurmagomedov to win this fight. We'll see how Bryce looks. I hope Bryce can do well because honestly, he does bring eyes to the sport and he's kind of funny. I've seen that video of him where he's talking about when he went into the locker room and they all got mad at him because he was naked. That made me laugh. So, and then he was speaking Arabic to the fucking Russian dude. That's hilarious. He's funny, bro. Anyways. We're going Said Nurmagomedov. to win this fight by... Bryce is really good with jiu-jitsu. I'm going to go by knockout. I don't think Said Nurmagomedov wants this fight to go to the ground. Next fight, Nikita Krylov and Bogdan Guskov. Speak of the devil. We spoke about him earlier in this breakdown. Nikita Krylov is coming off a very, very, very bad knockout loss to Dominic Reyes. It was a straight left, I believe, or maybe it was a counter straight left as Nikita Krylov was entering the pocket. Dom's like backing up. He throws his backing up left straight, just lands clean on the jaw, knocks him out cold. That was not that long ago. He's back already. And he's taking on Bogdan Guskov, who has extreme knockout power. I think Bogdan will be quite a bit shorter than him. Let's check. They're not sure. He's the same exact height as Nikita Krylov. I was very mistaken in this. I'm going with Bogdan Guskov. I'd see no world in where he loses this fight. The Nikita Krylov knockout was not that long ago, and he got slept. Like, it wasn't a TKO. He got slept. So I think Bogdan Guskov is going to take advantage of this chinny individual and Nikita Krylov, and he's going to break him down. Obviously, Bogdan coming off a win over Billy Alakina. I want to see him fight Johnny Walker, but Johnny Walker is booked against Meng Jingyang. That'll be a quick fight. We don't have to talk about it. Next fight. Asu Almabayev is taking on Jose Ochoa. This is a short notice bout. This is a short notice bout, but I forget who. It was some dog shit flyweight was taking on Asu Almabayev. He's coming off a loss to Manel Kopp. He got the 1-2 eye poke combo in that fight, though. So it was not the best. Like, a lot of people were upset with the stoppage of it because, like I said, Kopp kept poking him in the eye, and you see in the finishing sequence, the strike that knocks him down, he's like landing a hook, and in the middle of landing a hook, he opens his fist and he fingers his eyes. So, like, he's landing a hook, like, it's a hard situation to explain. He's landing, it might have been like a straight maybe. He's landing it to like here on Asu Almabayev, and as it's about to land, he opens up his fingers and wipes his eyes. And then he closes it again and lands the punch. So he like really, really eye-poked Asu Almabayev. Asu is not bad. He beat Charles Johnson, who's lineally up next for the flyweight title. I mean, if he beat Asu Almabayev, beat Charles Johnson Johnson beat Joshua Van's up next. We get it. I guess Asu Almabayev is lineally. I guess Manel Kopp is lineal up next. Anyways, we don't have to. That was dumb. Cut that. Don't cut it. Whatever. He's taking on Jose Ochoa. Jose Ochoa, I think he beat, what's his name? Tyler Durden. He's coming off of a knockout win over Cody Durden. Filthy finish. Right in the start of round 2, comes out, first strike, hurts Cody Durden. Then he throws like a weird like jumping switch kick, I think, and it doesn't connect. But then he lands on his feet and he throws another punch or something, knocks Cody down, knocks him out in the second round very, very early in. Jose Ochoa is good, man. I think that this is going to be a very fun fight to watch. They're both going to be swinging for the fences. I think I'm going to go with Jose Ochoa to win this fight. He's pretty young. And he's proving himself at flyweight. And I just don't like Asu Almabayev. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't like him. He knocked out Charles Johnson. He beat Charles Johnson. And I like Charles Johnson a lot, so. Jose Ochoa by finish. Next. Shara Magomedov is taking on Marc-Andre Barriault. I hate this fight. Let me tell you why I hate this fight. What flaw do we know that Marc-Andre Barriault has? I wonder. Let me go through the files in my brain here. What is Marc-Andre Barriault's biggest flaw? Is it his chin, perhaps? The fact that he gets knocked out bad by anything that's even remotely close to touching his jaw? I mean, this dude has... And I like Marc-Andre Barriault as a Canadian, as a French Canadian even. I like Marc-Andre Barriault a lot. I seen him in Montreal. He murdered Bruno Silva. That guy's not alive anymore. He is, but, you know, they stretchered him out and he wasn't moving for a long time, and I haven't seen him since. So it would make sense that he's dead. I mean, he slept him very, very, very bad. He has extreme power, Marc-Andre Barriault, but he just has no... He's a glass cannon is what he is. He has no chin. Taking on Shara Bullet. Shara Bullet is coming off a loss to MVP. He got out point struck. He's a bit of a point striker. He's a good kickboxer. Before that was his Armen Petrosian knockout, where he hit those double spinning back fist. Horrible finish. That, like, Armen Petrosian was not knocked out. He was fine. He was turtling. I know he didn't complain about it, but I'm complaining about it. All right? Whichever referee that was, and I met a lot of you referees, all right? I met a lot of you referees at 318. We were talking. Me and Chris Tione are buds, all right? He's my boy. He's my boy. Chris, if that was you, I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Keith Peterson. Yo, that's an elite snipe. Let me check. Oh, it's Carrie Hatley. Carrie! Carrie, how could you, Carrie? Carrie. We're boys, too. Me and Carrie are boys. Carrie Hatley. That was a horrible stoppage. Armen Petrosian was not out. All right, he was fine. The double spinning back fist was a marvel, but still, Armen Petrosian was fine. I understand why you stopped it when you did. It was sick, and it makes a good highlight reel for Shara Bullet. And he probably was going to finish the fight in a few strikes anyways. But it wasn't. It was early, man. It was early. I noticed that nobody complained about it, though, because it was badass. Anyways, Shara Bullet coming off a loss to MVP. MVP is very good at what he does. Entering the pocket, landing a jab, exiting the pocket. He doesn't need to land jabs in the pocket. I don't know why I said entering the pocket, but you know what I mean. He comes in, like he stays way far out of range, comes in, jabs, and then backs all the way out of range again. It's a very strange fighter, but he's very good at it. I don't know that Magomedov has that much power. I think they're matching up this fight because they want another crazy knockout from Shara Bullet, and Marc-Andre Barriault is the guy who's going to get that for you. But Marc-Andre Barriault, I mean, he's the power bar, right? He can just as easy, and I mean, Shara Bullet does have grappling, but I feel like Marc-Andre Barriault, it would looking back at his Bruno Silva fight, and I'm biased here because Canadian. If he approaches, maybe back Shara, and Shara's quick on his feet, you know, I feel like he's maybe not that difficult to back into the cage. I know he's pretty lineal movement, like side to side, I mean. So he might not be able to get back into the cage, but if Marc-Andre Barriault can just walk him down, walk him to the cage, clinch him like he did with Bruno Silva, and just land those elbows again, dude, I can see him winning this fight. However, my official prediction is going to be Shara Bullet by knockout. I just think Marc-Andre Barriault's chin is just so far gone, dude. It's just so far gone. We continue. Next fight. Petr Yan. No mercy. Petr Yan. Well, how old is he? He's only 32, man. I thought Petr Yan was way older, but I was watching his fight against Uriah Faber today. He's 26 in that fight. That was an amazing performance from him as well. We love Petr Yan here. Realistically, he lost his championship in a bullshit way, but it's whatever. He's taking on Marcus McGee. Marcus McGee, what's going on with the facial region, buddy? You know what I mean? He's 35, you know. He's 4-0 in the UFC. His most recent wins comes over Jose Martinez. I think Jose Martinez is like pretty mid. I don't think he's that good. I think he's horrible. I like Marcus McGee. I keep seeing the clip of Jose Martinez hurting Marcus McGee really bad with the leg kicks. People forget, man. His leg kicks are nasty. He has leg kick TKOs. Petr Yan doesn't. Jose Martinez has nasty leg kicks. Of course, they're going to hurt you. That said, Petr Yan has the age advantage. He has the experience advantage. I think he has the skill advantage. I think he's a better fighter than Marcus McGee. I don't understand why they made this fight. Petr should have been next up for the title. He's coming off of a win over Davison Figueiredo. How does Petr Yan, coming off a win over Davison Figueiredo, not grant a title shot, but Corey Sandhagen, who is the next person to fight Davison Figueiredo, who's now coming off of a loss and beats him, gets a title shot? It doesn't make any sense. Corey Sandhagen beats Davison Figueiredo, who was on a loss to Peter Yan. And Corey Sandhagen gets a title shot. But when Peter Yan beat Davison Figueiredo, who was not on a loss, he does not get a title shot. He has to fight Marcus McGee. 13 ranked Marcus McGee at number 2 ranked in the world. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's out of my mind how this fight makes any sense. But whatever. I'm going with Peter Yan to win this fight by decision. I think Marcus McGee's a bit of a gamer. He'll stick in there to the end. Should be an easy night for Peter Yan, though. Beat him up. Final fight, the main event of the evening. Robert the Reaper Whittaker is taking on Reiner de Ridder. Reiner de Ridder. I really like Reiner de Ridder. We're going to start with him. He has such an awkward... I mean, the Dutch have awkward styles. You look at Dricus du Plessis, you look at RDR. The Dutch dudes are weird. Double one championship champion. He's very skillful. He beat Kevin Holland. He beat fucking GM3. He's got some nasty finishes, man. His last fight was against Bo Nickel. Need him in round 2. Need him to the body for a finish. Bo Nickel tapped out. I think Bo Nickel's going to pro wrestling, by the way, so that shows you how much of a fighter he wanted to be. Guy said he could beat Khamzat Chimaev. He got finished by RDR. That said, RDR, I don't know, dude. Khamzat's so fucking good. Speaking of Khamzat, Robert Whittaker is coming off a loss to Khamzat Chimaev. He was just finished by him in his last fight. It was kind of BS because Khamzat didn't have the choke in. It was a neck crank, but it was pushing on the jaw of Robert Whittaker, and his front 3 teeth just caved backward. Because he had said he had jaw issues, and he's always been dealing with the front teeth being fucky. But the squeeze of Khamzat was so much that it just caved his mouth back. He didn't have the choke in, but Robert Whittaker was still tapping to it just because obviously his teeth were pushed in. He broke his jaw. I low-key, I don't know, dude. Robert's losses are so good. Robert's only recent losses are to champions. I mean, Israel Adesanya, Dricus du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev, maybe? So, his losses are very good. He's still a very good fighter. I think he's, 38? 34? He's not as old as I thought he was. Shit, dude. He's still in the game. I like RDR a lot, though, and I think RDR is going to win this fight purely based on just how awkward he is. You know? Whittaker's going up against guys who are very... I guess Izzy's not that, copy-paste. But, an Ikram Askarov, who fucking, that guy's not unique. You know what I mean? Ikram Askarov is not unique. Khamzat Chimaev, he's good. He's very, very good. Is he that unique? I don't think so. He's got a similar game plan to a lot of guys. He's got a similar game plan to Merab. He just pulls it off in more spectacular fashion. RDR is very unique, very awkward. His stand-up is it looks horrible, but it works. You know what I mean? He at no point are you watching de Ridder stand up and you're going, oh, this guy knows how to strike. It looks like, what the fuck is he throwing? He's got weird, his guard is almost like this, you know what I mean? And then he throws weird, he doesn't I don't know. He's got weird ass fucking stand up. But he wins. He just finished Bo Nickel on the feet. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with Robert de Ridder. Choosing both. I'm going with Reiner de Ridder to win this fight. RDR. I want to see him be champion. I want to see RDR versus DDP. That would be a great fight. That'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it does really support my channel. Also, follow my Instagram at officialzfixed. I do these fight breakdowns weekly. I do news every week. If this is your first time seeing the channel, look at another video, dude. I make good-ass fucking videos. The video from yesterday was mad good. Watch like the John Jones one. The John Jones crash out one was really good. If you're not new to this channel, you find yourself coming back, but you're not subscribed, come on, bro. What are we doing, bro? Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.